We believe that the threat of ISIS is still significant. There has not really been a great damage to the body of ISIS. There has been some pushbacks to the ISIS advancement in the battlefields, and the Peshmergas have managed to defeat them in several areas. But the main structure of ISIS is still very intact. There may have been a misperception that they're undefeatable because they've always had the initiative to take whatever they wanted. They were successful in Syria, they were successful in other parts of Iraq, and this was the first major defeat that they suffered from the hands of Peshmergas, supported by the airstrikes from the United States. And that was really the main turning point, let's say, in that regard. And recently, they probably were surprised, and they did not think that the international community would come to the assistance of the Peshmergas. Their morale is down based on the information that we are collecting. They are trying to reinforce their forces by recalling some of the troops from elsewhere. Mosul to them is very important, so they would probably fight to death to keep Mosul. And there are some key areas that are very important to them. That doesn't mean that they have given up attacking new areas. They're doing as if they can. But in general, we see that they are much weaker now than they were days ago. They have changed their tactics for sure. Now they are not moving in long convoys. They're trying to avoid airstrikes by using civilian vehicles and by moving in smaller numbers to different areas. And whenever they can, they're trying to hide in houses or in places where they think they can stay safe. We gather from within ISIS or people that are close to them, they're telling us that they feel weaker now and they feel more vulnerable today. More people are joining them. They have become a magnet to attract terrorists from all over the world. The people from different parts of the world are joining them, including Australia, Denmark, Norway, UK, France, Germany, Kosovo, Chechnya. People are coming to join them from other places as well. And local people that are sympathetic with them are also joining them. So as they started in Iraq, they were much smaller in numbers, but then they recruited more people out of fear or sympathy. Many people have joined them. Actually, yes, we are hearing a lot of voices from the Sunni community, Sunni tribes, who first felt that ISIS is our new reality and they have to deal with it. But after they see that there are significant advancements by the Peshmergas pushing ISIS back, they are also thinking of perhaps trying to reorganize themselves against ISIS. I think ISIS should not feel safe anywhere. Because if they feel that they're immune and safe in some areas, they can rest, reorganize, recruit, and plan for attacks in other parts. But if they feel that there is nowhere secure for them, that is going to be very, very helpful in defeating ISIS in other places. So I do believe that, yes, both in Iraq and in Syria, they should have no sanctuary whatsoever. It's the reinforcement of their own troops in other parts. They are recalling and withdrawing those people in other parts where they feel safer, or that they feel there is no need for having those people protecting those areas to come to especially the front in the Mosul area and the areas that they're fighting Peshmergas, to reinforce their own troops there that have suffered casualties and defeat. Surprisingly, Baghdad has created many obstacles and has not let any of the shipments of armament and ammunition to reach Kurdistan in the last few days. This is unacceptable, obviously, and I think the world or the United States has to find a solution to get those much needed support, military support to Kurdistan and to Peshmerga as quickly as possible. It'll go on for a long time. They are not just fighting one region. They're not just fighting one ethnic group, one country. They have no respect for anyone or any boundaries. In fact, the barbaric murder of the American journalist James Foley just, I mean, it states that how these people are looking at the entire free world. Of course, we by the way, I mean, we condemn what happened, but that reminds us that ISIS is the enemy of the free world, and if they can have their own way, they will probably bring terror to every country if they can. From what we have heard, you know, hundreds, if not thousands, of foreign fighters are fighting and supporting ISIS. So if not all of them are killed here, if they can go back to their countries of origin, of course they can cause problems.